Alright, well, I'm following through on it. I said I was going to do it after the chaos of the last couple of random alls. We're doing the North Loop. 5 laps. We're only going to get 4 random cars. It's going to be entirely luck-based, this race. If I get a dozer or a lawnmower or any of the unholy trinity on that second lap, I might just quit. This video is brought to you by the join page of my website. If you want more info on how to join races or other events we do on streams, head to bruffy.com/join. A long hold, and I'm only in the middle of the pack on the harmonic start. But I think, you know, if the last couple of tracks that we've done for random alls haven't been able to handle 48 players, I feel like the North Loop definitely can. We obviously did the North Loop vanilla random all, where we had multiple car changes per lap. But I said we would do one on Project Homecoming, and we're doing it. I'm making it happen. It's the usual 25 minutes, but that's basically going to give us 5 laps. Wow, that's a big crash. And 5 laps means we're all going to be in the same car on the first lap, and therefore 4 random cars across the race. So it's probably the most luck-based random all I think we will have ever done in the whole history of random alls. The first lap's going to be quite, you know, the first lap's almost going to be like a normal race. How well you do will be how, you know, how good you drive on this first lap. Started in the Massacro, an absolute classic for North Loop races. Quite competitive first lap as well. North Loop's a well-worn track these days. A lot of people know it. Get some good racing in a random all for a change. Yeah, it's going to be 100% luck based, because you just No! I'm going to have to wait as well for that. Where's he at? There he is. Okay, clown is right. Yeah, that was entirely on me, that one. Holy moly. I thought it was going to work out okay. I hit the sign, and then it all went sort of pear-shaped a little bit. But then it seemed like it sorted itself out. Just luck-based. We just got lucky, and then the final hit made me realize that was going to be a wait. Rip. It's a good job it's an entirely luck-based race. Still in the top 3 quarters though. It's so weird. It's just so weird having so many people in random races these days. Oh, this is scary. I need to get away from all this. I'm back in the dregs where the crashes happen a lot more frequently. It is going to be interesting though. I can't believe we've never done like a really long track for a random all before. Because we have, like back in the early days of random alls, we did quite a few longer tracks. We'd only get through sort of maybe 10 or 12 different cars across the race. So in some of the races anyway, before we sort of settled on shorter tracks to get more car changes. But we've never done one this long. And I'm kind of surprised. It feels like something that we should have done by now, but like even just as a one-off like this is. But we just never have. Well, apart from that crash, I've had decent pace on the first lap. But the randomness is going to start now. We'll soon discover why this hasn't been done. Yeah, probably. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it is. Yeah, I've got to do an entire lap of the North Loop in a friggin' F620. Of course. Of course. Of course. You get some lights though. No wee woos. 35 seconds back from the leader, who's in a club, interestingly. Oh, there's a Mirage in second. That's going to be in the lead in no time. That's the LMP3 car, I think. It had to be, didn't it? It had to be an F620 variant. Although I will say, as much as I don't like the F620 on vanilla GTA and just in general, not a bad car to get. I am making places. I'm in the position I've never finished still. I've still never finished in the 30s, right? Since we've had more players, I've finished 40th and above in the 50s on one of the races, I think. The thing is, on something like the North Loop, it is entirely possible for some of the best drivers to be, you know, up to a minute quicker than some of the slower drivers. So it's not as if it's like 100% luck based, but when most of the drivers who are going to be in this lobby know relatively what they're doing, it is all going to be about the cars you get during the race. When there's only 4 cars really, that's the differentiator. That Mirage is way ahead in the lead now. It's 11 seconds in the lead. I'm still making places though. I definitely could have got a worse car. Like a Regina. Oh god. Avoided all that nicely. F620 redemption arc. Why does Bruff hate the F620 so much? To be fair, it was an offhanded comment in one of the very, very early testing videos. The old gen testing videos before I used to even test them fully upgraded, I think. And I was just like, I don't like the way that it looks, the way that it doesn't drive very nicely, the F620. I wasn't too fussed about the way that it looked. But then obviously it became the car that was used in all the meme races. So it made me hate it even more, just from that one comment. Better on Project Homecoming. I will give it that. It's not very good over curbs. It's just not a nice driving experience on vanilla. Wee! Wee! That was a good job I braked him. I anticipated that so well by braking early. top 10. It has been a little bit of a redemption. F620 was a good car to get. It's gained me so many places on this lap. Being able to put it to good use. And of course, the effect of getting a good car is, you know, exacerbated and a bad car as well, because you're in it for so long. It's not as if it's a super short track where if you get a slow car, you're only in it for 40 odd seconds and then you can get something different. Masacro race car for the leader. Wow, we've gone from a Masacro on the first lap to the Masacro race car. The Imorgon. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, what's ahead of me? Oh, there's a drift spec in front, RC Bandito. I should be able to make up some more places on this lap. The Imorgon is quicker than the Masacro race car in vanilla GTA. I assume it also is here as well, but that's on a normal track. North Loop's got a lot of top speed moments, and the Imorgon's pretty weak on top speed, so I don't think I'll make any inroads into the lead in this lap, but I'm not going to lose too much, I don't think, either. It's quite grippy as well, so it should be good on the downhill and in the second half of the lap. It's interesting how much it's spread out already just after 2 laps. Well, after 1 random lap, really. It's all it takes. And you're getting a full glimpse into, like, the difference the cars make, I guess. How come I haven't seen this RC Bandito yet? Was it that far ahead when it must have been? Drift Spec's doing well on the downhill. I think he's going to have more trouble in the second half of the lap. I am speed. Is it Phoenix in the... Oh, it's Phoenix. I'm, what, 20 seconds back, I think, from the RC Bandito now? RC Bandito's fast in the straight. Oh, they buffed it on Project Homecoming, didn't they? It's faster than it is on vanilla. I did forget about that. And it's pretty grippy if you can handle it, right? The RC Bandito. Just don't brake. That's it. Yeah, you've got to not brake. If you brake, it'll just instantly spin out. If you just come off the throttle and ease into the corners, you might get not too bad of a lap, actually. I'll take this opportunity to mention that the 1322 racing caps are back. If anybody missed out on getting one the first time around, you've got a second chance. When this video goes up on YouTube, you'll have 1 more week to get them. We're doing the 23-hour race with Jimmy Broadbent's charity race for mental health next weekend as this video goes up. So in honor of that, I've brought back the 1322 racing caps. DiNmiTe insert advert here. Yeah, exactly. DiNmiTe, do you think? Limited time run, and it's a pre-order system like it was the first time, but if anybody missed out the first time, you can get one now. And I'll put in another order. Thanks, DiNmiTe. It's DiNmiTe's birthday today as we're recording this. Not as this video goes up on YouTube. Time travel. That's what I'm doing today. Time is difficult. Now the leader is miles ahead. That LMP3 car followed by the Masacro race car has done him very nicely. Alright, we've closed in to the top 5. The back end of the top 5 at least. Surprised I didn't catch up to the RC Bandito, but yeah, you can probably get a quick lap out of it, the Project Homecoming version. As long as you don't mess it up. What's the leader in now? The Lynx. The leader's winning this. They're 50 seconds ahead. They've gotten great cars all the way through. LMP3 to set it up, and then sports cars after that. Kuruma. Another sports car. Not as quick as the Amorgon. Probably on par with the Elegy Retro Rally in front of me though, right? Project Homecoming balance their rally class, don't they? Yeah, be careful not to roll it. What else is in front of me? Tulip SS, there's a drift spec in 5th. Elegy Schwarzer Sabo. Don't think I'm going to be getting the top 4. But I might be able to push on for a top 5. There's the drift spec. Let's go on the inside. Happy birthday belated. I see what that donation is like. That's like saying happy birthday to DiNmiTe when he edits this after it's been his birthday. That's clever. Alright. We're definitely in the top 5 fight. Should be able to get the Tulip for 6th. And then I've just got to stick close enough to the Elegy Retro ahead and see what the final cars end up being. I mean, I'm having a good time. I don't think I'd be feeling the same way if I'd got an Unholy Trinity vehicle on lap 2 or something, but yeah, DiNmiTe said XD in the chat. I mean, there's a Regina Christmas special at the bottom. He's supposedly in a camper. Yeah, I could definitely be having a lot worse of an experience. We can't even see what the bottom, like, 12 people are in. That's how bad it's going for them. We are starting to see people on the crossover. Those who are having rotten luck. Oh, Cooper Towers has got a dozer. Rip. Mark Verstappen's in a roundabout. They must already be down there. Oof. Slam Van, Rusty Caddy. They're all coming in the game chat in the top right. You can't just put Primo Custom in the chat thinking that's a bad car. That's fine compared to these others. Yeah, there are some really bad cars that people have been getting. And we're just not seeing them because the lap is so long. I've been, you know, I've had a decent run of it, to be fair. The F620, which on Project Homecoming, the police version, a little bit quicker than the regular version. So it's probably sports car level of performance, and then 2 actual sports cars. Wow. It's a long time since I've made that mistake. I like those of you in the chat trying to guess what kind of lap time the Dozer would get. I'm sure someone's taken the Dozer around the North Loop before. Wasn't that like a stupid hot lapping challenge at some point by members of the general community? Isn't it like nearly an hour to get the Dozer around the North Loop? Although the Dozer will be, it's quicker on Project Homecoming, so it's not, that's vanilla Dozer. I think it's the lawnmower that's nearly an hour on the North Loop on vanilla GTA. Because you can't use the Dozer in races, so it would have been the lawnmower. Alright, last car change. Silvestre, Ignis, Stania, LE Cruiser, Ingot in front. What am I going to get? La Carouse, okay. Another sports car. I've basically just had sports cars. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Thing is, it's not... Is it it's not HSW, though. There's DiNmiTe in his camper. Seeing people on the crossover now who are half a lap down. It is going to be a quiet lap. It's not rigged. How can you say it's rigged when there's 5 people ahead of me who are in a much better situation? There's, oh my god, there's Cooper Towers in his Dozer. He's only gotten that far. Oh god, he's only on like lap 4 as well, I think. He's not making it to the end. At least he's still going. I've got to give him credit for continuing on. I might have just quit. They're just more rigged. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, quiet lap. I'm going to have really good grip on the downhill. Can I scrape a top 5? Like, the La Carouse is quick. It's grippy. It's not the HSW version that we see on vanilla GTA, so it doesn't have the insane speeds, but it's still quick. Like, there was a Stania in front. The La Carouse has to be quicker than a Silvestre, surely. I'm pushing for this top 5. Top 5's always possible. I am catching. Oh, the top 2's changed. That massive lead has completely changed on the last lap. The Ingot. Phoenix is in the lead in the Ingot. Yeah, that Ingot's pretty quick, right? JB700W wasn't enough for the leader to hold on to the lead. Phoenix, who had the RC Bandito earlier in the race, is now in the lead. Okay. This is where the La Carouse struggles, this top speed bit. It's probably going to be alright in the second half of the lap, though. As soon as the grip, I can lay down some of that grip. That's a question. Are we going to get one more lap? Phoenix has got 1 minute. I just set it to the normal 25 minutes. I just assumed that every lap would be at least 5 minutes or over. Oh, I didn't even think about getting overtaken from behind. The La Carouse isn't as quick as what I was hoping it would be. Okay, we're in a proper fight over 5th place now. Past the Silvestre. We got the Stania up ahead. But I've got another car behind me that had caught me up, the Speedster, whatever that was. There's 5th. Being overtaken, but I've still managed to make 2 overtakes to get 5th. The La Carouse is coming to its own in the grippy second half of the lap. Phoenix has gotten an extra lap in. So we're going to get another go, actually. And he said in the chat, I regret. He regrets continuing to get an extra lap in. Oh no, what's he in? The kart! Second place is in a Taipan. He's going to take back over the lead. Oof. Although, I can always give credit to the person who goes and finishes, like, doesn't just wait at the line to steal the win. You got to see it through to its conclusion. And I can appreciate Phoenix for that. Alright, we're going to get one more go. We're in 5th. Taipan's already taken the lead. Another sports car! Italy GTO, it's just been sports car central. Italy GTB custom in front, so I'm not going to be catching that probably. Although the GTO is quicker, but not by 8 seconds, I would say. Slam Van 4x4 behind, that's not catching me. It's not rigged! It's not rigged! There's 4 people ahead of me who are having better luck! I absolutely can say it's not rigged. How interesting that we started the race with the Season 1 MCEC finale car with the Massacro. And we're ending the race in the Season 5 finale car with the Italy GTO that was in GT2 for Season 5 on the final round on the North Loop. Oh my god, there's an oppressor behind me. There's an oppressor I'm gonna lose top 5. No! If I want top 5, I'm gonna have to overtake someone. CW19, that's an open wheeler. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna miss out. I'm gonna lose it. Karma for rigging. It's not... How can it be rigged for me but not anybody else? I need to catch... I need to catch Phoenix in the go-kart for top 5. That's what I need. I'm going to have to catch Phoenix. Alright. The chase is on. Top 5's always possible. We always say it. And I thought it was done and dusted. How ironic that Phoenix could... He's DNF'd! He's DNF'd! It's happened immediately. Game crashed. Well, that solves that. There it is. And we saw Cooper Towers again and his dozer still going at it. Luckiest random all ever, rigged as dick. It's not rigged. It would have been... It's robbed of us of an exciting finish, though, because I feel like it would have been quite close whether I'd caught up by the end. This has been an interesting race, but I fear that, like, it's been interesting because I've been quite lucky. Also, the Italy GTB Custom that I'm chasing down now for 4th place was also an MCEC car for GT2 in Season 4, if I remember right. On the North Loop. MCEC North Loop cars all over the place. Sports car chasing down supercar. However, the sports car is quicker around cutting corridors, at least in the city. Don't know what their relative performance is on Project Homecoming. That's what I get for being nice. Yeah, Phoenix could have just... I was going to say it's ironic because Phoenix could have just taken the win, waited at the line and taken the win. And instead we were going to be fighting over whether he was going to drop out of the top 5 or not. But him taking the win would have guaranteed me a top 5. About to put a lap on DiNmiTe, is this? This is going to be close to the line. Come on, Italy! Come on, Italy! Oh, that was very close. I got it! By half a tenth! That was so close. That was fun. That was a fun end. Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, but I realised as I was saying, come on, Italy, that both of them were Italies. Which Italy? The Grotti Italy rather than the Progen Italy. Not rigged! Not rigged at all! Look, I can prove to you that it wasn't rigged. Do you want the proof? You see those 3 people ahead of me? You see the fact that I was 50 seconds back from the winner? Proof. Proof not rigged. That's just skill issue. La 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 la, I can't hear you. God damn it.
Oh, what a scumbag.
I can't win, can I? I can't win. There's no way. I'm never allowed to gifted a sub to rigged. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't win. That's it. I'm forever destined. If I ever have a good race, it's rigged. If I have a bad race, it's a skill issue. I think I might have missed out on the podium. Maybe potentially second if I hadn't made that mistake hitting the sign and having to wait on that first lap. But beyond that, it was basically the cars that decided it. The leader almost lost it, and then because of Phoenix niceness going for another lap, got it back again. How interesting. So there you go, that was a random all on the North Loop. That's what that looked like. Yeah, so the Cooper Towers in his dozer looks like he's... Well, no, is that the dozer? It must be. Well, either way, all of the... I think that's Cooper Towers in his dozer, 3/4 of the way around the lap. We've got to let him get to the end, as most people are coming to the finish now. That's basically going to be your final finishing order. We can't see anybody below Benny in 36th, who was the first person to finish who was a lap down. So it was the top 35 managed to complete all 6 laps. They're gaps though. It's crazy to think that, like, on a lap as long as the North Loop, it's crazy to think that not everybody managed to complete all, even just 6 laps. The random cars would just make such a big difference. I assume Falk got the best lap in the Oppressor on that last lap, a 4 minutes 12. That's crazy. I didn't have like a really quick lap. A lot of people around me had a better best lap. I just had solid cars all the way through. Oh, have they knocked him down off the track? That's not going to help him get finished quicker. He's had to respawn. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think we'll make a habit out of doing random alls on the North Loop. But, you know, as a little experiment, and we got to be honest, it was more capable of hosting 48 players, and we had better racing than what we did in the last few random races on the shorter tracks with that many players. So, you know, it was successful in that regard. Just, you know, not as successful if you got a bad car on even one lap. Which I was lucky enough not to do. Rigged enough not to do. Excuse me. Here he comes. There he is. He got a lap done in the dozer. I wonder how long that took. But a long time. I think. Oh yeah, 6th and 7th were only half a tenth of a second apart as well. The fight between 4th and 5th and 6th and 7th was so close. Oh, well, that was good timing, I guess. Goodness me. At least it waited until the race was over. There you go. The North Loop random ore was so powerful, it broke the game. Your rigged script crashed. Apparently Squeesh crossed at 1 second, so I had to go. Ah, so Phoenix, you couldn't have waited at the line anyway to take the win. You would have lost anyway. Yeah, you okay. So it was that close. I thought you had more of a gap, but interesting. Phoenix taking L's recently. First bullied for the Halloween random, now this tragic. Yeah, rip Phoenix. Having a rough time.